Okay, today I've been putting the roof rafters on. And the first thing I did was I built a ridge pole. And this ridge pole is 13 inches tall. And it's kind of I'll tell you how I came to that height. I Googled what the degree of a 412 pitch roof was, which is about what I wanted. And turned out to be 14 degrees cut on a miter saw, and that was pretty helpful. So anyways, I figured I had 6 feet total length in this this little building here, so I figured my rise over run would have to be about 3 inches for every 12 or for every foot. So to get about 412, I just made it a little bit taller. So 3 times 4 is 12. So I went 13, and I've got probably 3.5 for 412. So that's about what I wanted. You can see my slope off here. The water should run pretty well. If that little formula didn't make sense to you, I can try to explain it, I guess, a little better by writing it down. But anyways, that's what I've done. So right there's a look at my 14 degree cut, and I just mitered that off on the miter saw. Alright, here's a good look at my crow's foot, or whatever you want to call this. What I did was I took, you can see this square, and I just kind of made a straight line from the bottom and cut straight up. And then as I had my square down here, I just measured back the width, or a little more than the width of a 2x4. And I wanted to leave plenty of meat up here to make a good strong bond. So I cut about 1.5 inches out of that. And I had to play with it just a little bit. You know, I cut it with skill saw and then jigsaw. But it fit pretty well, and so there you go. So I give you some dimensions of this crow's foot, and you can see it's 1 3/8 inches by about 5 long, about 5 inches long. So like I said, I just kind of played with it and cut it, and just saw what worked. Really, right there was my first cut, so I just backed up just a little bit more, and it fit. Said I've never cut rafters before, but it really wasn't that bad. So all right, there's what it looks like from down here. That board on the end, I'm gonna call it a fascia board. So it's basically just extra rafters gonna be where I'm gonna hook my OSB as I catch the roof. And I set my rafters on a 24-inch center. And that last one over just kind of came out wild, but I just marked it off from the first one right here. Over 24, and put my X, and then I did the same thing on the top plate. And you wanna always start from the same side and work over. So right here, I'm gonna start at this side and work back over and see if I can get the rest of this together. So, all right, you can see I got the other side on. My ridge pole was twisted just a little bit on this side pulling back, so I had to make this side of the rafters just about a, I don't know, 1/8 inch longer and run them on up, but I kept my same distance here, so I don't think any time you get to sheeting on the roof you'll ever know the difference. But that's just something you got to work with dimensional lumber. And that's pretty much it. Any questions on the roof truss system, or roof, I guess, rafters? I'm gonna go back and nail them good. I've got 1 screw in them, or 2 screws in them on each side. My assistant came this morning to help me out a little bit, big help. But she's ready to play in the playhouse, so hopefully tomorrow
get the building.
I can get this done. the roof on.